Good morning children. We will be continuing with our lesson Air and Atmosphere. In the previous video we saw the composition of air and how is air used in burning. Okay. So we will be continuing with what are the changes during burning. We are going to see the second change is the mass change during burning. Mass means what? Something which is having weight. So when the burning is happening, some changes is happening in the weight. See, during the burning of magnesium, okay, we are going to see what is happening. Okay, they are going to burn magnesium in the presence of atmospheric oxygen. What is happening? They are checking the weight. They are checking the weight of each things. One before burning and then next after burning. We can see that there is an increase in the mass after all the chemical reaction. So the reaction is what? Magnesium plus oxygen is called magnesium oxide. This is the word equation. Coming to the chemical equation, magnesium Mg, oxygen O2. So I will be using the cross multiplication or the cross thing. See, for valency for magnesium and valency for oxygen, both are 2, so it is Mg2O2. Okay, since both are same even number, I can divide by 2, so this is becoming magnesium oxide. Okay, and then the number of atoms, okay, on both the sides should be equal. Then only we can bring that to the what? According to the law of conservation of mass. So we are going to what? We are going to balance the equation. Balance the equation. Here magnesium is 1 atom. Here also 1 atom. Here oxygen is in 2 atoms. Here oxygen is only 1 atom. From here itself we can say there is a change in the mass. Okay. So the change in the mass, or it can be reaction. The total reaction after balancing will be 2 Mg plus O2 will give me 2 MgO. So this 2 I have brought it to the product. Okay. Now coming to the burning of the candle. What is happening in the burning of the candle? When the candle is burnt, okay, you get the wax. The wax is what? That liquid which is flowing. Okay. So the wax particles can evaporate or can vaporize. So that vaporize will give me carbon dioxide, water and some other organic products. So that is why the candle is reducing in its size, or the candle will decrease the size. So the first day if you light the candle, what is happening? It will be very bright. Okay, you are using it continuously. Say for the Diwali time, during the Diwali time for bursting the crackers, you are using the candle. Okay, by the end of the day, what will be the size of the candle? It will be so small. What happened to that long candle? It has gone short because of this burning. The burning, when it is burning, when the candle is burning, okay, the wax will be melting. The wax will be melting. Then it will be reducing the mass, or the decreases the weight. Okay, so this is one experiment to show that during the burning of candle what is happening. Now coming to the reaction of metals and non-metals with oxygen. First we will see with metals. We already seen this. Magnesium will give a dazzling white flame. Dazzling white flame means a wonderful bright white flame in presence of oxygen. What will happen with sodium? It will vigorously react in room temperature itself to form sodium oxide. Okay, then potassium also will react vigorously because sodium, potassium, all they are in same periodic table. So they will be of the same property, chemical properties. They also will react in room temperature. They both are in room temperature. Whereas here magnesium was heated. Similarly, calcium also will heat. That is, we have to heat the calcium in presence of oxygen. then only you will get calcium oxide. So calcium and magnesium will be in same cadre. Sodium and potassium are of the same reactions. Coming to the non-metals, in the non-metal section you have sulfur. Sulfur, when it is burned in the presence of oxygen, it will form sulfur dioxide. Then coming to carbon, you know carbon will burn in the presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide. Similarly phosphorus, you will get phosphorus pentoxide. Okay, then coming to the revision zone. The chemical substances that participate in chemical reaction are called as reactants. The combustion of the petrol will release carbon dioxide and water. Global warming is caused by carbon dioxide. The percentage of oxygen gas is 21% in atmosphere. Okay, now coming to acid rain. What are this acid rain? Okay, the oxides of sulfur and nitrogen are the main pollutants. Main pollutants are oxides of sulfur and nitrogen. Sulfur dioxide is mainly bought from the burning of the coal. Then nitrogen oxide is from the vehicles. Okay, now they both, sulfur and nitrogen dioxides, will react with water vapor in the air. They will react with water vapor in the air and form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. This acid will come as rain, which is called as acid rain. So acid rain changes the composition of soil, will pollute the water body, and it will cause danger to plant and aquatic life. Okay, and it also will cause a huge corrosion. So how is this acid rain formed? We told sulfur dioxide will react with water to form sulfurous oxide. Okay, how is this formed? That is what? Either sulfurous oxide, first step, or sulfur dioxide will react with ozone, will form SO3 plus O2. This ozone is going and attaching with sulfur and O2 is taken out. Okay, then this SO3 is combining again with water vapor to form sulfuric acid. So sulfurous acid and sulfuric acid. Okay, now coming to our 2NO, this is nitrous oxide. So this will give me nitrogen dioxide. So this is nitrogen dioxide. This is, write it here, nitrogen dioxide. See, two molecules are there. So dioxide. Here this is nitrous oxide, only one. So this is nitrous oxide. Okay. Then coming to that, nitrogen dioxide will react with water to form nitric acid. It can be nitric acid or nitrous oxide. Okay, so these two acids, all these acids are coming down as acid rain. What are the effects? It will corrode the building, will cause irritation to eyes, will reduce the soil fertility, it will damage the crops, decolorize the leaf, and it can lead to the death of the aquatic organisms. Okay, so this acid rain only has affected our Taj Mahal also. It has affected the marbles. We have seen, we already know Taj Mahal is built of marble stones. So that marble stones have been affected because of this acid rain. Okay, now coming to the air quality. What do you mean by air quality? We are going to test the air which we breathe. What are all the harmful substances present in the air? First one is because of this population increase, rapid industrialization and burning of fuels, lot of pollutants are being mixed in air. Because of this, we are not able to breathe pure air. Okay, so what are all the pollutants? The common pollutants are, first one is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. Mono means single. So single oxygen. So this is carbon monoxide. This is because of the combustion, because of the incomplete combustion of the fuels, either by burning the wood or at the factories, and also by burning petrol and diesel. All this will release carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, which will mix with blood and prevent the blood to carry oxygen. So this will create headache, dizziness, suffocation. And then coming to carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. So 2 atoms of oxygen is there. So it is carbon dioxide. Here it is mainly from the burning of the fuels and also from the photosynthesis of the plants. And then carbon dioxide is also a greenhouse gas, and it is mainly responsible for the global warming. Coming to the suspended particle matter. Okay, that is the soot. Soot means what? That black color charcoal type soft thing. That is the fine particles of unburnt carbon. Okay, and the dust will all come under suspended particle matter. Suspended means what? They will be floating in the air. Okay, so the soot will come from the smoke which is released from the vehicles, chimneys and the burning of the fuels. The dust, you know, it is also from the construction activities and from the vehicles. And the SPMs are not filtered by the air in our nostrils. That is, in our nose you have small tiny hairs to filter the dust. But because of this, when the huge suspended particles are there in the air, it cannot filter completely. This is where we get the diseases like asthma, bronchitis, and even it can lead to lung cancer. Okay, then coming to the chlorofluorocarbons. Chlorofluorocarbons means these are the chemicals which we are using in our refrigerators mainly, and to keep our things cool in all the vegetable gudons or in the ACs, that is all our huge malls where we are using the centralized AC. All this ACs will use this chlorofluorocarbon, CFCs. Okay, they are mainly a big dangerous thing because they will be depleting the ozone layer. Depleting means they will be cutting down the ozone layer. Because of this, there is a huge hole in the ozone layer which is called as ozone hole. What happened now? Because there is a big hole, the ultraviolet rays from the sun is directly falling on the human beings. So, which is causing all the problems in skin, eyes and sunburns. Okay, ozone layer got depleted mainly because of this chlorofluorocarbons. Okay, now coming to the other point, smog. Smog means combination of fog and smoke. Smoke spelling and fog, F-O-G. Okay, the last 2 letters and the first 2 letters are taken into consideration to form smog. Okay, they are mainly causing bronchitis and asthma. Okay, then we will see the next portion in the next video. So you please go through from this page, that is the mass change during the burning, and then go through the reaction of oxygen with metals and non-metals. Go through what is acid rain. These reactions should be learned, and then what are the effects of acid rain, what are all the common pollutants, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, suspended particle matter and the chlorofluorocarbons. Okay children, thank you.